What's up guys, it's your boy Sean Steven for another episode with Caricarz. Before we begin, again don't forget to like and share this video, but most importantly be sure to subscribe to our channel, which is Caricarz. And for this episode, we will be featuring to you the Mitsubishi Xpander. Now, as you know, this car has already received over 9,300 bookings since its launch on 20 November 2020. And this car is priced at about 91,369 ringgit. Comes in 4 colors, which are red metallic, titanium grey metallic, white pearl, and black mica. Now, this 7-seater vehicle is definitely family oriented. It is practical, it is comfortable, yet stylish. Now let's have a look at the exterior. Family-oriented car, but why so stylish? That's the thing about the Mitsubishi Xpander. We're going to start off first with the front part, dynamic shield grille that you can see over here, giving it a very garang, very fierce kind of look. Also, looking a bit sporty. Now, the lights is actually separated into 3 parts, as you can see. One here, second, and then third. Now, this is the fog lamps over here. The main headlamps is over here, where the turning lights is actually here at the bottom. And you see this silver lining goes over here, really giving it a really nice look. Comes with 16-inch dual-tone rims. Very nice looking. And now we move on to the side mirror. You can see over here, this little thing here. This is actually part of the 360-degree camera. See that silver lining that's also apparent at the front part of the car. And also what I like here is the handles that's also silver in color, giving it like a very nice contrast. You can see the ground clearance is actually pretty high. It's about 205mm, yeah, this gap over here. Why am I doing this? Because as you can see for the back part of the car, the tail lights, L-shaped LED illumination that goes really well with this car. And if you look closely at this angle, you can see it has a very nice side contour. Here in the middle part, down here, that's part of the 360-degree camera. Skirting that has that silver kind of matte finishing, and in the middle over here is the back fog lamp. So overall, even though it's a family car, it still looks really stylish. And now let's check out the boot space. Yep, just a little lift and it's very easy to open. Even here for the boot, you can actually check out here, it's very nicely organized. So there's different compartments to keep different stuff, maybe your shoes, keep it away from prying eyes. These back seats over here can be folded, obviously. Here, very simple, very light. And this can actually be folded all the way down. Even the second row seats can be laid flat so that it increases your boot space. Now the boot space is about 781 liters, and as I mentioned, when you fold the seats, it can be expanded even more. For the jack for actually changing your spare tire, it's actually hidden over here. Very nicely done. One more thing I want to show to you is here over here, there's actually a charging port, whether you want to use it to charge your phone or even to vacuum the back part of your car. Like they say, it's the best-in-class cabin space, which I think for the front part is already very obvious. Even for the seats, it feels really comfortable. Have to adjust it manually. Here, even front and back, up and down. For this seat over here, is all done manually. Let's push start this car. Forgot to mention, it has keyless entry, so that's something really good. And here, the steering wheel itself is leather wrapped, giving a very nice look. It actually has telescopic adjustment, where you see here up, front, back, up and down. The instrument cluster comes a combination of manual as well as analog. Here in the middle is about a 4.2-inch digital screen. And now here, the infotainment system, it's a whopping 9-inch screen, which I think is very good, compatible with Android Auto as well as Apple CarPlay. Here there's actually a dash cam included as part of this car. It actually has a 360-degree camera. The button is just over here, very easy to press. You never know if your kids are kind of running around, it's like, hey, where are you going? You can't see and you reverse, boom, you don't want that to happen. This car have endless of compartments everywhere. There's one over here for the, not really an armrest, but you can see how deep it goes. Down here, there's even another compartment, and even over here. You will never go thirsty in this car because you got 1, 2, over here I can keep 3, even on that side doors, even at the back. For the second row seats, I have to say, yes, it's true what they say, best in class cabin. There's so much space. I'm about 170 cm tall, so you can see there's a lot of space over here, and it can be adjusted, you know, maybe if you want to give more space to the people sitting at the back. Even here, I feel pretty comfortable, and there's also a lot of foot space. Speaking about compartments, look at this over here. You can actually keep so much stuff. Maybe you can put your tablet over here, your mobile phone. Even at the side of each door, you can keep at least 3 small size water bottles. Is it comfortable? I would say yes. One more thing, in terms of comfort, especially in Malaysia, very hot lah,
so hot.
But here, there's actually 4 aircon vents. Maybe I can put 2 for the rows in front and 2 at the back. And this is also adjustable up and down. Here also has the armrest that you can kind of pull this and fold down. How do I access the third row seats? Not like this. There's actually one simple step over here. One, and you flip over and you're able to access the third row seats. Very nice. Okay, for the back seat, I can kind of adjust it so I get to lean at the back, so giving me more comfort. Put this down over here. So you can see in terms of foot spacing, it's actually okay, but like I said, it can be adjusted for the front seat over here. So let me just pull this up here. I feel like it's just normal. Yes, there's still air conditioning, so I'll be able to feel comfortable here. MPVs out there, or even SUVs, sometimes the third row can be a bit uncomfortable where your legs will be a bit elevated upwards like this. But here, I feel like it's just normal, something like sitting at the second row seat. So in terms of comfort, awesome. As mentioned earlier, this car utilizes the 1.5-litre NA MyVac engine, 4-speed auto transmission. It has 105 horsepower, a maximum torque of 141 Newton-meter. So people might worry that, you know, this car could be underpowered for a 7-seater. It's more family-oriented, so instead of actually having a car for performance, this is more for family itself. You wouldn't want to be speeding on the road with all your family members here. Engine is actually good enough to bring 7 people all around, but maybe the pickup would be slightly slower as compared to maybe a car that has bigger capacity. Let's see the pickup itself. So you don't really feel that sudden jerk forward, but yeah, pickup is pretty progressive. So in terms of handling, the steering is pretty light, and it's also pretty responsive. So going corners or even bringing the car all around. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you feel that? I didn't feel much of it. It was a pretty big hump or road bump. In terms of the safety features that it have, you can actually see in front of you is actually being displayed right now. ABS, EBD, BA, so many others that you can actually see, which is already included in most cars these days. In summary, I would say the driving experience is pretty good. Yes, it has a 1.5-litre NA engine, but it's still be able to bring the car, but not really a fast pickup. In terms of comfort, yes, it does use the McPherson strut for suspension at the front, torsion beam at the back, giving it a very nice comfort. Even though just now I went over like a pretty big road bump, but it actually, you still can feel it, but it wasn't that bad. But just that what it's missing is all this, for example, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, which some of its competitors already have within this price range. But overall, I would say very well done, very nice driving experience, very comfortable. I still feel it is pretty stylish inside as well. And now let's compare this car to its competitors, the Honda BR-V and Toyota Rush. As you can see, the table of comparison displayed in front of you. Now, in terms of the engine capacity, all of them have a 1.5-litre NA engine. Now, max power itself, you can see that Honda BR-V actually has the highest max power at 119 horsepower. Even for torque, it has the highest for 145 Newton meter. Now comparing to its pros and cons, well, as you know that the Mitsubishi Xpander actually has the best in cabin spacing, even though when you actually flip seats forward, you can see that it actually has like a flat kind of feel for you to keep or store more items in this car. But if you want to find out more about the detailed description for the comparison for each of this car, more specifically the Mitsubishi Xpander, the Honda BR-V as well as the Toyota Rush, you can actually find that link in the description of this video for that detailed write-up for these comparisons. But what do you think about this car, the Mitsubishi Xpander? Make sure you write down your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and share this video. Most importantly, subscribe to our channel, which is Caricarz, and I'll see you in our next episode. Bye bye!